In this video, we're going to cover covert persuasion in 3 dimensions. Spatial anchoring is persuasion in 3D. What this means is that you can use objects in your area or the space in which you find yourself to associate good emotions or to also place bad emotions and later associate those to your competitors or other ideas. For example, let's say you're giving a sales presentation to a group of managers at the front of a room about product X. You're standing in front of everyone and they're sitting down at a table facing you. Before you start your speech, you can choose 3 places at the front of the room, one that is right, one that is left, and one in the middle. Let's say then, right thereafter, you begin your presentation here in the middle. But every time that you decide that you want to talk about the benefits of your product or something good that you want to associate to your idea, maybe you walk a little to the right. And then, on the other hand, maybe you want to talk about something that's a little less positive. Then you could go to that left point and talk about, let's say, negative emotions or things that have happened in the past which don't necessarily reflect well on something. That can then be attributed to your competitors, however you want to put it. But remember, then you come back into the middle, because the middle is like a neutral point. And here in the middle, you could then give another anecdote or continue to talk about something neutral. This could be benefits or applications or general tactics or whatever it is that is relevant to your product. So what it's going to be is essentially starting in the middle, then moving to the right, then at some point moving back to the middle, and when you go to the left, you can talk about whatever it is that you want to anchor to your competition. So imagine now, anchor left, negative, center neutral, anchor right, positive. And so basically then you can do this throughout your presentation, and when it's time for you to close, you can basically just move to this right point where you have set up all of the good feelings, the good associations, you've anchored them in space, and then you can just say something like, "So are you ready to buy?" Or "The decision is yours, and I'm sure you're thinking about what the logical next step is." Or you could even ask something a little more indirect, such as, "What do you feel about this product?" And then see what people say. But you will have essentially set up these different positions, these different anchors in space for them to begin to think differently about your idea or product. And this is pretty much the most undetectable and indirect form of persuasion there is. So to recap, spatial anchoring is one way to invisibly connect meaning to physical places in your vicinity, whether positive or less so.